Hi, my name is Sigmund, and welcome to another series on our sustainability series, where we've been having a good conversation on sustainability. We've seen a lot of issues so far on sustainability. In the recent video we looked at the development of sustainability reporting, the role that has been played by various players to where we are now. We looked at the role of the Global Reporting Initiative. We've looked at the role of the Integrated Reporting Council. We've seen the role of the TCFD, ISSB, all of that. We've done that. And currently, we are about to look at the role that is played by the International Sustainability Standard Board. This is a new board that was formed by the IFRS Foundation in 2021, which was a major achievement by the foundation. The objective of this board, or this new board, is to develop global baseline for sustainability disclosure standards, which will complement the international financial reporting standards. The foundation subsequently consolidated two main bodies, which is the Climate Disclosure Standard Board, which is the CDSB, as well as the Value Reporting Foundation. As you are already aware, the Value Reporting Foundation is the consolidation of ISSB, as well as the Integrated Reporting Council. So these two bodies were consolidated, and the intention is to build on the sustainability disclosure guidelines which had already been developed by these bodies. Now, although not consolidated, that is the TCFD, that is the Task Force for Climate-Related Financial Disclosure, as well as the GRI, that's the Global Reporting Initiative. Even though these bodies have not come to be part of the consolidated, approach of the foundation, they work closely with the board, specifically to help also at least ensure that the board gets it right in developing standards that are clearly helping us in the area of sustainability disclosures. And the board has developed two standards, that is the IFRS Sustainability Disclosure Standard, and these standards were issued in the year 2003, quite recently, and the board is continuing its work so as to be able to develop a full suite of standards for use by accountants across the world. So it's a major news for us. As accountants, we need to be concerned about this because a lot is changing regarding the landscape of financial reporting. Now we are moving into the area of non-financial reporting, specifically issues on sustainability. And it's a welcome news for us to learn, for us to update our knowledge in this area so that we can remain relevant in the profession. So we're going to look at the structure in terms of the standard setting structure for the foundation. Obviously, the structure has not changed. What has happened now is that the foundation has now developed or has put together a new board, and that board is the International Sustainability Standard Board, which is now coming in to develop standards, that is IFRS specifically for sustainability disclosures. So if you look at the structure, the global structure for a standard setting, where we have the monitoring board, the IFRS monitoring board, the IFRS foundation trustees, who normally appoint people to the various boards. So technically, we have two boards now. The first is the International Accounting Standard Board, which develops the International Financial Reporting Standards, which we are very much aware of. And then now we have the International Sustainability Standard Board, who now develops the IFRS specifically for sustainability disclosures. So technically, the structure has remained the same. The only thing that has come in now is the new board, which clearly is taking advantage of the existing structures of the foundation, which is the Advisory Council, also coming in to support the same way it has supported the IASB, is doing same to the ISSB. The Interpretation Committee is also very relevant in this area. And all these essential structures have already been built, and the ISSB is only taking advantage of them to also ensure that they can also make the relevant impact already done by the IASB, which is the main body developing the International Financial Reporting Standards. So clearly, this is the structure for developing of the standard. Has not really changed. It's almost synonymous with what we already have. In terms of appreciating issues on sustainability and financial statement, even though, yes, we have a new board specifically targeting the disclosures regarding issues on sustainability. The truth is that already in preparing financial statement, these issues on sustainability have already had effect on companies' financial performance and position and have already been reflected in the various financial statements. It's nothing new. The only thing now is that we need to provide disclosures. Is that okay? So what are some of these issues? For example, the ability of the company or a particular company to use a particular asset for an intended useful life may be impacted by issues of sustainability. For example, some companies may decide to vary the number of years that a particular asset will be used for. The residual values may be reviewed, all in line with their sustainability policy. Because if the asset has a longer useful life, the implication is that it may adversely affect the environment. So technically, companies have already been incorporating sustainability issues in the financial statement by informing themselves regarding their sustainability policies whenever they are deciding the useful life of their asset as well as the residual values. Now, issues of impairment. Obviously, when there's a new environmental legislation which obviously impact the operations of a company, it will therefore call in place the need to perform impairment tests in line with the requirement of IAS 36. This has already been in existence, has already been considered by accountants, and obviously disclosure has been made already anytime companies perform impairment tests. I believe it's clear. So definitely all this has been in place. Impairment issues of deciding useful life of assets, deciding residual values have all been impacted by issues of sustainability and obviously have found themselves in the financial statement of various corporate entities. In essence, issues like making provisions. Companies make provisions now. Some make provision for decommissioning of assets. Normally, they will make provision with regards to decommissioning by considering the effect of future cost required in restoring the site on which a company's asset is located. That clearly is an issue of sustainability. And we've already been dealing with such issues in the financial statement using the requirement of IAS 16 PP as well as IAS 37, that is provisions, contingent asset and contingent liabilities. So the effect of these issues have already been impacted in the financial statement. Provisions have been made obviously for issues regarding penalties, companies failing to meet environmental requirements for which they are supposed to make certain payments in terms of penalties. This has already been provided in the financial statement. Another issue is regarding government grant, where companies have met certain sustainability benchmarks and on the basis of that have been granted some money by governmental institutions. Obviously, we've been accounting for this in line with the requirement of IAS 20 government grant. So technically, sustainability issues have already been impacting our financial statement. Then the point now is that we have a board specifically dedicated in ensuring that these issues are well emphasized and clearly, properly disclosed in our financial statement. So essentially, that is the reason for the establishment of the International Sustainability Standard Board, to make sure that these issues, which we have already been disclosing, are well emphasized, well disclosed in our financial statement with a better structured approach to doing that. And that is the job the ISSB has come to play. So colleagues, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm excited to bring you the next video where we will look at the standards that has been issued by the board, specifically the S1 and S2, where we can technically go through some of the key requirements of this standard so that we can appreciate the issues of sustainability. Thank you so much. My name is Sigmund. Like this video, share with a friend so that they can be well informed on these issues of sustainability. Regards, all the best. Bye.